The last thing I remember before my whole world changed was the cold tile floor of a stranger's bathroom. But that wasn't rock bottom. Rock bottom was the silence the next morning, the quiet, crushing realization that I had nothing left to lose. Not my job, not my apartment, not my friends. I'd already lost them. But the most terrifying part, I had completely lost myself. You think of losing everything as some big, loud explosion. For me, it was a slow, quiet fade to black until I was a stranger in my own life. This is a story about starting over, not about trying to erase the past, but about rebuilding an entire world from scratch. It's about the tough, painful, and surprisingly beautiful process of finding your way back to health, to purpose, and to a new version of yourself. Because recovery isn't just about stopping, it's a process of change where you work to improve your health, learn to live a life you direct, and start striving for your real potential. It's not about getting back your old self, it's about building someone stronger. Before you can build a house, you've got to pour the foundation. In recovery, that foundation is getting your body and mind stable again. Let's be honest, early recovery isn't glamorous. It's learning how to sleep through the night again. It's eating regular meals, giving your body the fuel it's been screaming for. It's just making it through the day without the one thing that used to run your life. And this is the stage where you face the chaos head on. Medically supervised detox help your body get clean, but it can be a brutal process, physically and emotionally. Still, it's the critical first step. You have to get your body stable and your mind clear enough to start doing the real work. It's not pretty, but it's essential because you can't even begin to manage your moods and cravings when your body is running on empty. Once the foundation is solid, it's time to start building the walls. This just means creating a new environment, one that actually protects your sobriety. For a lot of people, this is the hardest part. It means changing up the routines and places that we're tangled up with using. It means letting go of relationships that don't support this new life and drawing some hard lines in the sand. This isn't about judging anyone. It's about protecting your own fragile process. You're creating a space where you can actually stay connected to yourself. That might mean finding a new way home from work, deleting in a bunch of people and old numbers from your phone, or maybe even moving into a sober living community. Every single choice, no matter how small it seems, becomes another brick in the wall of your new, safer world. You're consciously swapping out old, destructive habits for a new, healthier way of living. Because without a solid foundation and strong walls, you also need a roof to hold it all together. In recovery, that roof is made of two simple things: a powerful support system and a renewed sense of who you are. You absolutely cannot do this alone. Friends, family, sponsors, therapists, and support groups are the pillars of long-term recovery. These are the people who cheer you on, hold you accountable, and share their own stories to remind you that you are not the only one walking this path. And at the same time, you start the inner work of figuring out who you are now. Addiction has a way of erasing your identity, leaving behind a blank space that feels scary and vulnerable. Recovery is your chance to redefine yourself without the label of addict. It's about rediscovering what you value, what you're passionate about, and what you actually enjoy. Moving from a negative self image to a positive new identity is a huge part of healing. This whole journey of rebuilding can feel like a lot. I know, but just remember, asking for help is a sign of strength, never weakness. If you or someone you know is struggling, there are people who want to help. Sharing your story in a safe place can be the first step to building your own support network. Find a local group, talk to a professional, or just open up to someone you trust. Your story is important. From this new house, the view is completely different. Starting over doesn't mean pretending the wreckage of the past didn't happen. It means you choose to build something new and beautiful on top of it. It's about finding purpose, whether that's in volunteering, picking up a new hobby, or going back to school. It's all about the quiet joy of a life built on purpose and self respect. The path isn't a straight line. Lots of people relapse, but a relapse isn't failure. It's a sign that your recovery plan might need a few tweaks. It doesn't cancel out all the progress you've made. It's just a part of the journey that reminds you how important those coping skills in your support system really are. The beauty of starting over is in the daily choice to keep building this new life. A life that isn't just sober, but one that is full, meaningful, and truly your own.